They say when a storm is coming, the sky goes silent. That's what's happening in Detroit right now. Lamar is quiet, and that silence is more terrifying than any gunshot. Because Lamar's not dead, he's not gone. He's just watching. And when he comes back, he's coming straight for B-Mickie. Not for money, not for turf, but for payback. Cold, personal, and deadly, Season 4 begins with a strange kind of peace in the air. BMF is rebuilding, Meech is focused on expanding the business beyond Detroit, and B-Mickie is back in the mix, trying to prove he's loyal again. But under that calm surface, something feels off. Streets that were once filled with whispers of Lamar's name have gone quiet. No sightings, no bodies. Just a cold feeling in the air that something's not right. And that's what makes it worse, because everyone knows Lamar never stays down for long. B-Mickie walks the streets like a man trying to be new, but he's still dragging the weight of his past. He betrayed Meech once. He tried to fix it, but Meech never forgets. The crew doesn't either. Some watch him with side eyes. Others nod in silence, but no one really trusts him. Still, Meech needs soldiers, and B-Mickie needs purpose. So he's back, but always watching over his shoulder. Like a man who knows his time is running out. What B-Mickie doesn't know is that while he's trying to rebuild trust, Lamar is already planning. After his overdose and collapse last season, many thought he was finished, but Lamar isn't a man who dies easy. He's a man who becomes more dangerous every time he gets back up. And this time he's not just angry, he's controlled. He's thinking. That's the worst version of Lamar we've ever seen. There's a moment early in Season 4 where we see B-Mickie laughing with a young BMF recruit. They're joking, riding around town, handing off packages. It feels normal for a second. Then they pull up to a street corner where a body was found last week. The boy says, "You think Lamar's dead for real?" B-Mickie pauses. His smile fades. He doesn't answer. He just stares into the distance like he's hearing something the kid can't. That's the first sign. But Mickey feels it. Somewhere out there, Lamar is waiting. And he's not just going to shoot someone this time, he's going to break them. The show plays with this feeling. Empty streets. Shadows moving fast. B-Mickie keeps catching things out of the corner of his eye, cars that turn around too quickly. Payphones that ring and stop when he walks by. Graffiti that spells "Day Slow" in red spray paint. No proof it's Lamar, but no proof it isn't either. And that's how the fear starts. At the same time, Meech is brushing off the idea. Lamar's gone, he says. We've got bigger things to worry about. He's focused on Atlanta, new connections, and expanding the empire. He tells B-Mickie to stay focused. But the thing is, Lamar doesn't come when you're ready. He waits until your back is turned. That's what makes him so deadly. As B-Mickie tries to play his part in the crew again, there's something cracking in him. He's jumpy, nervous, haunted. He knows he burned too many bridges. He betrayed Meech. He worked with the cops, and now he's trying to act like everything's cool. But his past has teeth. And Lamar is the kind of man who bites back hard. By the end of this section, the audience sees the warning signs stacking up. Lamar may not be on screen yet, but his presence is felt in every shadow, every glance, every silent moment. And when that first brutal message comes, it's not loud, it's not even violent. It's a single shoe placed on B-Mickie's doorstep. The same kind Lamar wore, clean, untouched, but covered in blood. That's not just a threat. It's a promise. Lamar's revenge isn't coming fast. It's coming slow, and that's what makes it terrifying. Lamar doesn't scream anymore. He doesn't fight in the streets or chase cars with a shotgun. That version of him died when he fell bloody and broken in Season 3. What rose back up is something colder, smarter, quiet as the night before a massacre. And while everyone in BMF celebrates new deals and dreams of Atlanta, Lamar is already inside the cracks of their foundation, planning every step. He knows he can't walk through the front door this time. Everyone's watching, but what they forget is Lamar never attacks head-on. He waits. He whispers. He moves through people no one sees. A junkie here. A cousin no one talks to. An old friend turned enemy who's still angry at Meech. These are Lamar's pieces now. and he's moving them like a chessboard one square at a time. In the city's darkest corners, Lamar is making quiet deals. He finds old enemies of BMF, small-time hitters, burned suppliers, angry relatives of men the Flannerys had taken out years ago. He doesn't promise them money. He promises something worse: chaos, payback, a chance to hurt the crew that took everything from them. And people like that, they don't need much convincing. There's one scene where a crooked cop meets Lamar in an old, broken-down church. No lights, just the glow from a cigarette. The cop says, "You really want to go after Meech again? He'll bury you." Lamar doesn't blink. He just says, "I'm not after Meech, I want the traitor." That's when it becomes clear B-Mickie isn't a side target. He's the prize. While B-Mickie is trying to win trust back, Lamar is watching from the shadows. He already knows B-Mickie's routine: where he eats, who he meets, how often he checks behind him. And slowly, Lamar begins to break that routine. First, someone delivers a pack of drugs to the wrong house on purpose. Then one of B-Mickie's pickups gets robbed, even though no one should have known. It's not random, it's a pattern. Again. Lamar is reminding him that nowhere is safe. What makes Lamar more terrifying now is how he's changed his method. No more loud gunplay, no more public fights. He uses others to do the damage. People who owe him, people he's blackmailed. And sometimes people who don't even know they're working for him. That's the trap. Lamar doesn't come knocking. He sends someone wearing a smile and carrying poison. Even Meech begins to feel something's wrong. Not because he sees Lamar, but because things start slipping. Little things, quiet breakdowns in trust, rumors spreading through the crew. A whisper that someone inside BMF is still playing both sides. Meech starts to wonder, could B-Mickie still be hiding something? And that's exactly what Lamar wants, to crack BMF from the inside. There's a haunting moment when B-Mickie gets a call on a burner phone. He answers, no voice. Just music playing, a tune that Lamar used to hum right before things got violent. It chills B-Mickie to the bone. He throws the phone away. But 2 nights later, the same song plays on his car radio. Even though it's turned off, this isn't just psychological warfare, it's personal. Lamar isn't trying to destroy BMF's business. He's trying to destroy B-Mickie's mind. He's turning every corner into a threat, every silence into a scream, every familiar face into a possible enemy. By the end of this section, B-Mickie is not just paranoid, he's trapped. He can't tell Meech what's happening without sounding crazy. And he can't defend himself from something he can't see. That's when it hits him. Lamar isn't coming to shoot him. He's coming to unmake him. And the scariest part? Lamar is only just getting started. Asterisk, you can't outrun guilt. It follows you even in daylight. And that's what's eating B-Mickie alive. He's back in the BMF circle, but he doesn't feel like he belongs. Every time Meech gives him a task, every time someone calls him fam, there's a crack inside B-Mickie that grows a little wider. Because deep down, he knows he betrayed his people. He sold out for survival. And now, even though he's trying to be loyal, that past won't stop whispering in his ear. He wakes up checking his locks 3 times. He walks with his hand close to his waistband. His smile is forced. His eyes scan the room before he enters. This isn't a man at peace. This is a man waiting for karma to kick down the door. And Lamar? He's that karma. But B-Mickie doesn't know where it's coming from or when. That's the torment. Lamar has already started the revenge. And B-Mickie's too distracted by guilt to see it clearly. Meech notices something's off. He gives B-Mickie a few side missions: deliver this, handle that, but each time, there's a delay or mistake. B-Mickie's not slipping because he's lazy. He's slipping because his mind is split. Half in the streets, half in fear. He starts second-guessing everyone around him. The guy handing him a bag. The kid who watches him walk past. Even a woman he's been seeing on the side. What if she's tied to Lamar? There's a scene that really shows how lost B-Mickie has become. He's sitting at a table with Meech and the crew. Everyone's laughing about a new deal in Atlanta, but B-Mickie isn't laughing. He's staring at the entrance. His hand is shaking slightly. When someone slams the door by accident, B-Mickie pulls his gun without thinking. The room goes silent. Meech doesn't say anything, but his eyes say enough. Get it together. Or get out? To make things worse, B-Mickie starts hearing rumors, not from the streets, but from inside his own head. He starts imagining Lamar watching him. He thinks he sees him in traffic. He chases shadows. One night, he follows a man in a hoodie for 6 blocks, convinced it's Lamar. When the guy turns around, it's just a teenager with headphones on. B-Mickie laughs it off, but his face is pale. He's cracking, and Lamar hasn't even touched him yet. Then comes the first real message. Not a phone call, not a threat, just an old photo. A picture of B-Mickie as a kid with his mother. Someone slid it under his door at night. On the back, just 5 words. I remember where she lives. That's all Lamar needed to say. No blood, no violence. Just fear, deep, personal fear. And it works. B-Mickie sends someone to watch over his mom the same night, but here's the twist. B-Mickie doesn't tell Meech. He wants to prove he can handle it on his own, that pride. That's what Lamar's counting on. Because the more B-Mickie tries to fix it alone, the more isolated he becomes. He starts skipping crew meetings, avoiding calls, spending money fast like a man who knows his clock is ticking. And Lamar is watching every move. By now, B-Mickie is on edge so much that even friends feel like threats. One of his closest allies, Dink, tries to talk to him. Dink says, "You good, bro?" And B-Mickie nearly pulls a gun on him. That moment ruins the trust. People around him start backing off. B-Mickey's not acting like a soldier, he's acting like a hunted man, and then it nearly happens. He lets his guard down just once. Late night, a gas station, no backup. Someone walks up fast behind him, reaches into a pocket, and B-Mickie spins around with his gun drawn. But it's just a homeless man asking for change. B-Mickie lowers the gun, heart pounding. The old man says something strange, though. You're already dead. Just don't know it yet. That's when B-Mickie realizes Lamar doesn't have to shoot him to win. He just has to break him from the inside. The fear, the silence, the guilt, it's all been part of Lamar's plan. And now B-Mickie is so distracted, so unstable, that he's doing Lamar's work for him, pushing away friends, losing focus and making mistakes that could cost lives, and that is exactly how revenge begins. Fear doesn't need a face. Sometimes it's just a word passed from one mouth to another. That's what's happening in the streets now. Lamar's name is coming back, not with screams, but with whispers. He hasn't been seen, but his presence is everywhere. A body here, a missing runner there. No one sees the hand behind it. But deep down, they all know it's Lamar, and he's hunting. At first, no one in BMF takes it seriously. The crew is busy expanding. New states, new product, bigger dreams. Meech is focused on the future Atlanta, partnerships, power. He thinks Lamar is a ghost from the past. He's done, he says. He's broken. But Detroit knows better. Detroit remembers what Lamar is. And this time, he's not coming for control, he's coming for revenge. That makes him more dangerous than ever. The signs are small at first. A stash house gets torched, no one inside survives. The only clue? A toy horse left on the porch, burned halfway. Lamar used to give those to his daughter. The message is clear to those who know him. He's reclaiming pain, turning his memories into warnings. Then a low-level soldier in BMF disappears after leaving the club. Next day, his gold chain shows up in a dead cat's mouth on the hood of B-Mickie's car. Still, Meech doesn't want to believe it. He says it's other crews. Haters, police maybe, but B-Mickie knows. Every act is Lamar's style, slow, cruel, personal. He doesn't just kill, he sends a message. And that message is spreading fear faster than bullets ever could. Word travels quick. Dealers stop showing up. Corners that were once hot go quiet. Even enemies of BMF pull back, not out of respect, but out of fear. Because they've seen what Lamar can do when he wants to make someone suffer. His legend is turning into something worse than truth. It's turning into terror. And B-Mickie? He's starting to lose control. He tries to convince Meech. It's him, he says. Lamar's back. He's coming for me. But Meech doesn't trust him fully. The past betrayal still burns. He looks at B-Mickie with doubt. You sure it ain't just in your head? He asks. That hurts more than a punch. Because now B-Mickie is alone caught between Lamar's growing shadow and a crew that doesn't fully believe in him. There's one chilling scene where B-Mickie meets with a connect in an alley. Deal goes smooth. But when he gets back to his car, there's a box on the seat. No sign of forced entry. Just the box small, brown, taped shut. He opens it with shaking hands. Inside, a pair of bloody gloves? The same kind Lamar wore when he beat a man half to death 2 seasons ago. No note, just that, a silent promise. I'm close. That night, B-Mickie doesn't go home. He sleeps in a warehouse. Gun in hand, lights on. Every creak makes him jump. And yet Lamar still doesn't strike. Because Lamar's not in a rush. He wants B-Mickie to break first. Meanwhile, the streets are turning on themselves. Paranoia spreads. People think anyone could be working with Lamar. One BMF crew accuses another of leaking locations. Fights break out. Trust is shattered. And in the middle of it all, B-Mickie is crumbling. Every person he talks to might be a setup. Every message might be bait. Every step might be the last one he takes. Then blood hits the pavement. A longtime associate of B-Mickie Smoke gets ambushed in broad daylight. No warning. No escape. Just bullets. And when the police pull his body, there's a photo pinned to his shirt. It's B-Mickie and Smoke together, back in the day, laughing. Across the photo is written, 1 by 1. Now, there's no more guessing, no more whispering. It's real. Lamar is back, and he's begun the kill count, and B-Mickie? He's Next. This is no longer about survival. It's about time. And the clock is running out.